Hi, my name is Nhung Hoang, and I'm a second-year PhD student in the Computer Science Department, and I work with Dr. Rubinov in the Rubinov Lab. So my lab studies and models brain networks, which describe how different regions in the brain communicate with each other to produce complex cognition and behavior, and we're trying to understand how these systems of communication in the brain differ in disease and health. In neuropsychiatric disorders like schizophrenia and major depressive disorder, we see that there are breakdowns in communication across different brain networks. And so I'm trying to understand the genetic drivers of this communication, which could ultimately lead to better diagnosis or early treatment of these disorders. I study the genetic underpinnings of brain networks, specifically the relationship between communication patterns across several brain regions and the genes that are highly expressed in these same regions. If we can identify meaningful associations between brain network properties and certain genes, then we become one step closer towards an understanding of how connectivity breakdowns in the brain may be genetically instigated. I think this lab is a really fun place to work at because even though it's under BME, it's such a collaborative space. And so we have students with backgrounds in neuroscience, but also computer science and also genetics. All of us come together to answer our core questions about brain networks, but we're able to do it from all of these diverse perspectives. Women of VISE is a subgroup of VISE that focuses more on celebrating and highlighting success of women in STEM, and specifically those who are interested in translational research on campus, but also off campus. I'm currently a steering committee member for Women of VISE, and so I've gotten to help a lot with all the events that we do year-round to recognize the impacts and contributions women have made to science, while also supporting our local community of female scientists. And that's been particularly important during this year because it's kind of an isolating time, and with everything being virtual, this need for community has been very important. One thing I think Women of VISE has done very well during this time is taking advantage of everything being online and being able to invite and bring together female scientists from all over the country, from different time zones, and really just create a space where we can talk about our work and share our common research interests despite not being in the same location. And I've just been very happily surprised by how many female scientists that are not affiliated with Vanderbilt have been so open and engaged and excited to contribute to our mission.